Welcome everybody to part 3 of the Fastlane pay-per-view. I hope everyone's day is going well so far. We are kicking it off with a singles match. It'll be Randy Orton taking on The Miz, the Men's Royal Rumble winner. We already know that come WrestleMania, The Miz will be taking on the WWE Champion at the Show of Shows. But the reason The Miz will be taking on Randy Orton in this matchup tonight is because, if you remember back to the second part of the King of the Ring tournament when The Miz was taking on Sami Zayn, Randy Orton out of nowhere, which is expected from the Viper, but out of nowhere Randy Orton came out and nearly cost The Miz the match. Miz, obviously not forgetting that, several weeks later demanded that he face Randy Orton here tonight. It's in a way somewhat of a revenge matchup, and I guess if you want to look at it that way, WrestleMania prep for when he takes on the WWE Champion at WrestleMania. And the reason we're not specifically saying Miz will be taking on AJ Styles is because in tonight's main event, AJ Styles will be defending his WWE Championship against former champion Apollo Crews. Once we find out if AJ retains or if Apollo Crews ends up winning the title back, we might have a triple threat match on our hands at WrestleMania instead again. So Apollo Crews looking to play spoiler in some WrestleMania stuff moving forward tonight. But before we get there, The Miz has to deal with the Viper. We all know the track record and history of Randy Orton, and we know how dangerous he can be at any moment. Miz saw that firsthand during the King of the Ring tournament, nearly lost because of Randy, but Miz will get a measure of revenge here tonight without a doubt. And speaking of Miz, here comes the Royal Rumble winner. The Miz has been on a very impressive uprising over the past couple weeks. He was a big part of Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. He defeated Daniel Bryan to qualify for the team also. So it starts from defeating Daniel Bryan, being a crucial part of Team Blue at Survivor Series. He was very good in the King of the Ring tournament despite losing in the finals to AJ Styles. But since AJ elected to be inserted into the title match at the Royal Rumble, Miz took advantage of that and was entrant number 30, survived whoever was left in that matchup, and now has a guaranteed shot at the WWE title at WrestleMania. So The Miz has been doing a lot over the past couple weeks, more than most superstars have done the entire year in some cases. If you're going to look at that to be specific, that's something The Miz would probably tend to point out. But The Miz has been a little bit more humble than he's been in the past, which is a bit surprising coming from The Miz of all people, and considering what he's done over the past weeks, months, years, and practically over a decade in the WWE. We're going to get this matchup started. We have Randy Orton versus The Miz. The Viper immediately goes up top for some reason, and the A-lister takes him down with the right hand. Not sure what Randy was going for at the start of this matchup, but The Miz taking advantage of left hand by Orton. Kick to the midsection. Miz catches it. Both men evenly matched already. Elbow to The Miz. Again, go back on to what I was saying before the bell rang. The Miz has been a little bit more humble, which is unexpected and uncharacteristic of him. But maybe he's turning over a new leaf. Who knows? Again, The Miz, not necessarily one you can necessarily trust with that kind of stuff. And The Miz going for the Miz kicks. Still pulls a Daniel Bryan from time to time, despite having finally overcome Bryan before Survivor Series. But Randy Orton now with some stomps and kicks of his own. He's actually on top of The Miz being uncharacteristically humble and somewhat nicer over the past couple weeks. After he won the Royal Rumble, he tweeted out that he was starting to thank fans every time he saw them outside of arenas and stuff, and actually started to give autographs instead of gloating and bragging about his accomplishments and all that. I don't know how believable that stuff would be, but again, I don't want to discount The Miz with that kind of stuff. Maybe he's turning over a new leaf. He's finally getting opportunities, and he's been doing a lot, again, over the past couple weeks and a month or two. Randy with a reversal. But we'll see how that develops, as he has a big opportunity in a few weeks' time at WrestleMania. Whether he's taking on AJ Styles one-on-one, taking on Apollo Crews one-on-one, or there's a triple threat match with the three. Again, it's yet to be seen, depending on how tonight's main event plays out. But Randy in some trouble. Miz wrenching on the arms, pulling them back as far as he can. Randy trying to fight to a vertical base, and he does so. Elbow to the midsection breaks the hold. Miz with some kicks. Strikes again. Elbow to the knee. We're going to actually take a quick commercial break, and we will return back to this one-on-one matchup. Alright guys, welcome back to this one-on-one matchup between Randy Orton and The Miz. During the break, Randy Orton has taken control, looking to put The Miz away now. Backs off. Oh, double knees, or knee plus from The Miz to take down Randy. 2-0. Orton gets the shoulder up just in time. Picks up the Viper again. Randy sent into the corner. Avoids the splash by Miz. Big right hand. And an uppercut by Orton again. Wait a second, The Miz pulling something out of Orton's playbook. Draping spike DDT. Yeah, that's something Randy was looking for a little bit earlier on. But The Miz turning the tables. Using Randy Orton's old move against him. And look at this, The Miz pulling out all the stops, going for the RKO. To put Orton away for good. What a way to do so if it works. 1, 2, 3, and he does. Miz, again, the master of stealing other people's moves, hits the RKO on Randy Orton. That's a weird statement to say, but it worked. The Miz is victorious ahead of his match at WrestleMania. Another big matchup by The Miz. Wait a second. Oh no, we know that look. And just continues to attack Randy Orton. I guess even more retribution for what Orton did to him at King of the Ring. But we're going to clear this up as soon as possible, and we're going to get ready for Fastlane's main event. Alright everyone, to close out the Fastlane pay-per-view, we have of course the WWE Championship rematch between former champion Apollo Crews and current champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And speaking of Apollo Crews, he makes his way to the ring right now. Crews, one of the top stars on SmackDown Live, and he's on the rise this whole year. Overcame Braun Strowman at SummerSlam to do the unthinkable and become the WWE Champion. And he was holding that title until the Royal Rumble. So a lengthy reign for Apollo Crews, and looking to become a 2-time WWE Champion. He's got to take down the phenomenal AJ Styles if he wants to reclaim what is rightfully his. Both men are fan favorites and have been doing great things on the blue brand this entire year, and basically for as long as they've both been around. And this is going to be a great matchup, and I would probably say a possible match of the year candidate, depending on how this plays out, and it's going to be great nonetheless. So Apollo Crews, ready to go. Let's get the WWE Champion out here now. The crowd's still on their feet, some of which still don't know if they should stand up or sit down. But here he comes, the phenomenal AJ Styles. You can see the focus and determination in the eyes of Apollo Crews. These two can easily put on the best matchup, or the best match in Universe Mode history. And for SmackDown's biggest prize, that would add another layer of greatness to it, as Apollo Crews wasting no time, as AJ still at the top of the stage. Apollo Crews running up, and these guys are going to brawl beforehand. Apollo Crews looking for the upper hand. Early jawbreaker by Styles. Drop kick. Now AJ didn't even get a full entrance on Apollo Crews trying to jump the gun here, and so far that's backfiring. Clothesline by Styles. Picks up his title. Normally would hit someone with it, I think, but again, he was someone else this year who's also turned over a new leaf and doing things the correct way. Look at the strength of Crews, but no, Styles fighting out. Takes him down. A brawl before the WWE Championship match. Very interesting way to kick things off. And they're still fighting atop the stage. Crews looking for a power bomb, but AJ fighting through. AJ fighting free there. Drop kick to Crews. AJ goes to his title again, but this time walks down to the ring. Tries to at least somewhat finish his entrance here, I guess. Apollo Crews not too far behind him. Once both men are in, this matchup will officially start. And it has. AJ wasting no time, goes for a drop kick, but Crews moves out of the way. Apollo trying to wear down the champion. Drop kick to by the phenomenal AJ Styles. Catches a breather. Now gets a chance to take off his jacket. Now to continue the assault on Apollo Crews. AJ, of course, looking to retain his WWE Championship. The referee picks up the title. Moves it out of the ring. Going for the calf crusher early. Apollo Crews in trouble. Apollo Crews nowhere to go. Trying to hold on. But Styles breaks the hold. Knew it would be a little too soon to make Crews tap out. Crews kick to the midsection of AJ. And these men going toe to toe. Head to head, whatever you want to refer to it as, but they're evenly matched. Look at the right hand from Crews. Uh-oh. Crews control. Crews looking to end it here. And he plants Styles. No, AJ. Oh, got very lucky there. Rope break. Saves the matchup and his title. Crews nearly pulled it out of the hat there. 2. And no, AJ gets the shoulder up in time. Crews, 2 near falls back to back. Has to stay focused. He wants to win. AJ now fighting out. Clothesline from behind. This has been non-stop action throughout this whole match. Even technically before the match was official, Crews sent out onto the apron. AJ with a right hand. Uh-oh, this is not good for Crews. This is not good for Crews. Backdrop suplex on the apron. And might have just ended the night of Apollo Crews. As AJ catches a breather, goes out onto the apron, looking to put things away. Crews slow to his feet, and a phenomenal forearm by Styles. So we see the replay into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and AJ Styles puts away Apollo Crews rather quick there. A brawl beforehand. Did not catch AJ off guard too much. AJ retains. It will be AJ versus Miz for the WWE title at WrestleMania. What a matchup. Kind of fast, but still a great matchup nonetheless, if you ask me. That will wrap up Fastlane. WrestleMania is still shaping up to be a great show. If you guys enjoyed this part and this pay-per-view, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see everybody next time.
Gotta go, man, I'm on the chase now. Leave me on my own, I got a chance to break now. Here I fucking go, take control of fate.